Stoicism, and Inner Peace. 5 lessons that will change your life. Imagine starting each day feeling grounded, calm, and ready for anything life throws at you. Today, we'll explore practical Stoic exercises you can weave into your daily routine to cultivate inner calm. From morning reflection to mindful pauses and intentional journaling, each practice is simple but transformative. One particular exercise, step number 5, is often overlooked, yet it can completely change how you handle stress and uncertainty. Stay with me until the end, because by applying these steps consistently, you'll discover a peace that isn't dependent on circumstances, a clarity that guides every decision, and a steadiness that carries you through life's ups and downs. Part 1. Morning reflection. Setting intentions for the day. Way you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Stoic philosophers understood this well. Marcus Aurelius began each morning reminding himself of the challenges he might face, difficult people, unexpected setbacks, and the unpredictability of life, but also affirming that he could meet them with patience, reason, and virtue. Morning reflection is about intentionally preparing your mind. Take a few minutes when you wake up to ask yourself, what is within my control today? How will I respond to what comes my way? Instead of immediately checking your phone or diving into tasks, give your mind a moment to set priorities based on values rather than reaction. This practice can be simple. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and visualize your day. Picture moments where you might feel stressed or challenged, and mentally rehearse responding with calm and clarity. Consider what virtues you want to embody: patience, kindness, courage, or discipline. The power of this reflection is subtle but profound. By focusing on what you can control and preparing for challenges in advance, you reduce reactive stress and strengthen inner calm. You also begin to live intentionally rather than being swept along by circumstance. Over time, morning reflection builds a mental framework for the entire day. Even small, consistent moments of preparation can transform your mood, your focus, and your resilience. It becomes a foundation upon which all other daily Stoic practices can grow, creating a ripple effect that brings steadiness and clarity throughout your day. Part 2. Journaling. Examining thoughts and actions. Journaling is one of the most practical Stoic exercises for daily inner calm. Seneca and Marcus Aurelius often wrote down their reflections, examining their thoughts, actions, and the challenges they faced. This habit was not for mere record keeping, but for understanding themselves and cultivating virtue. By putting your thoughts on paper, you create a mirror for your mind. You can see recurring patterns, notice impulsive reactions, and reflect on whether your actions align with your values. For example, you might realize you overreacted to a minor inconvenience, or let anger guide a decision. Journaling allows you to step back, observe, and correct course without judgment. Here's a simple approach. Each evening, write down 3 things you did well, 3 challenges you encountered, and 1 lesson learned. In the morning, you can also jot down intentions for the day, focusing on how you want to respond to difficulties and what virtues you aim to embody. Journaling also serves as a safe space to release emotions. Stress, worry, or frustration written down no longer clogs your mind. This act of externalizing thoughts creates mental clarity, making it easier to approach life calmly and purposefully. Over time, journaling develops self-awareness and reinforces daily Stoic practice. It reminds you that your inner peace depends not on external events, but on your perspective, choices, and discipline. This small, consistent habit strengthens your ability to respond wisely and live intentionally, even in the midst of a chaotic day. Part 3. Practicing gratitude. Noticing small, daily blessings. Gratitude is a surprisingly powerful Stoic tool for cultivating inner calm. The Stoics understood that our minds often fixate on what's missing, what's unfair, or what's stressful. This focus amplifies anxiety and frustration. Practicing gratitude shifts attention to what is present, abundant, and good in our lives. Start small. Each day, take a moment to notice 3 things you are grateful for. They don't have to be monumental. A warm cup of tea, a kind word from a friend, or a clear morning sky all count. Acknowledging these small blessings trains your mind to recognize the positives. Even amidst challenges, Marcus Aurelius frequently reminded himself to appreciate life's ordinary gifts. By reflecting on these moments, he strengthened his emotional resilience. Gratitude does not deny difficulty or pain. Instead, it provides balance, even when life is challenging. Recognizing what is still good creates a mental cushion against stress. Here's a practical exercise. Keep a small notebook or a note on your phone dedicated to gratitude. Each morning or evening, jot down what you notice and appreciate. Over time, this habit rewires your perception, making it easier to find calm. Even in moments of chaos, gratitude also fosters perspective. When we realize how much we already have, we are less likely to be consumed by what we lack. This awareness reduces worry, increases contentment, and strengthens the foundation of daily inner calm. In essence, gratitude is not just a pleasant feeling, it's a deliberate practice. By consistently noticing and appreciating the positive, you train your mind to remain centered, focused, and peaceful, no matter what challenges arise throughout the day. Part 4. Mindful breathing and pause exercises the hustle of daily life. Our minds often race, leaving little room for calm. Mindful breathing is a simple yet powerful Stoic practice to restore focus and inner peace. By paying attention to your breath, you anchor yourself in the present moment, reducing stress and mental clutter. Start with a few deep breaths. Inhale slowly, feeling your chest and abdomen expand. Hold briefly, then exhale fully, releasing tension with the breath. Even 1 or 2 minutes can help reset your mind. As you breathe, notice the sensations without judgment, the cool air entering the warmth, leaving your body simply observing. Stoics valued these brief pauses throughout the day. When you encounter stress, frustration, or emotional turmoil, pause. Step back mentally, take a breath, and consider, what is within my control here? How should I respond wisely? This small pause interrupts automatic reactions, allowing deliberate, calm action instead of impulsive behavior. You can also pair mindful pauses with short rituals. For example, before responding to an email or a conversation, inhale, exhale, and briefly center yourself. Over time, these pauses become habitual, creating mental space to act with clarity and composure. Another approach is to integrate breathing into movement while walking, stretching, or performing simple chores. Notice each step, each motion, coordinating it with your breath. This turns ordinary activities into opportunities for mindful presence. By practicing mindful breathing and intentional pauses, you cultivate resilience against daily stressors. The mind becomes less reactive and more observant, enabling you to navigate challenges with steadiness. Ultimately, this practice strengthens your inner calm, making each day more manageable, focused, and serene. Part 5. Embracing discomfort, strengthening resilience. Stoicism teaches that growth and inner calm come not from avoiding challenges, but from facing them intentionally. Embracing discomfort, whether physical, emotional, or situational, strengthens resilience and prepares the mind for life's inevitable difficulties. Consider simple exercises, a cold shower, challenging workout, or delaying small pleasures. These moments remind you that discomfort is temporary and manageable. By practicing this regularly, you learn that you are capable of enduring more than you initially thought. The mind becomes trained to remain steady in the face of adversity. The Stoics believed that life itself is unpredictable and often uncomfortable. By seeking out controlled experiences of discomfort, we prepare ourselves to meet the unpredictable moments with calm and courage. Epictetus reminded us that it's not the external events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. By embracing small challenges, we gain mastery over our reactions. This practice also reframes difficulty. Instead of seeing obstacles as threats, view them as opportunities to exercise patience, courage, and discipline. Each discomfort is a training ground for inner calm, helping you respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. A simple, daily approach. Identify one small inconvenience or challenge and approach it deliberately. Notice your thoughts and emotions as you face it, and consciously choose calm, measured responses. Over time, these micro-practices accumulate, making your mind more resilient and your inner peace less dependent on external conditions. Embracing discomfort does not mean seeking unnecessary pain. It means cultivating a mindset where challenges are opportunities for growth. The result is a steadier, more balanced self, able to navigate life with confidence and tranquility. Part 6. Reframing challenges. Turning obstacles into opportunities, one of the most powerful Stoic practices is the ability to see challenges not as setbacks, but as opportunities for growth. Life is full of difficulties, and our reaction to them often determines our level of peace and happiness. Stoicism teaches that how we perceive events shapes our experience more than the events themselves. When confronted with a problem, pause and ask, what can I learn from this? How can this situation help me develop patience, courage, or wisdom? By shifting your perspective, even negative experiences become lessons that strengthen your character and resilience. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Every obstacle contains the seeds of growth. Instead of resisting, fighting, or complaining, use challenges to refine your responses. Deepen understanding, can strengthen self-discipline. Practical steps include identifying a current difficulty in your life and listing at least one way it could help you improve or gain insight. Reflect on past challenges you once dreaded, but eventually benefited from. This reinforces the habit of reframing and strengthens your mind against future adversity. Reframing doesn't remove hardship, but it transforms your relationship with it. Your inner calm grows as you no longer see life's difficulties as threats, but as natural opportunities for development. This shift reduces stress, increases clarity, and empowers you to act wisely. By consistently practicing this mindset, challenges cease to control your emotions. They become tools for cultivating virtue, enhancing resilience, and building the foundation for daily inner.com. Stoicism reminds us that peace is not the absence of difficulty, but the mastery of perspective. Part 7. Evening Review. Reflecting for learning and growth. Stoics placed great importance on reviewing the day before sleep. Marcus Aurelius, for instance, would reflect each evening on his actions, thoughts, and decisions. This practice, often called the evening review, helps cultivate self-awareness, identify areas for improvement, and reinforce inner calm. Start by finding a quiet moment at the end of your day. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? What challenges did I face, and how did I respond? Could I have acted more wisely or calmly? Writing down these reflections can make them more concrete and help you track progress over time. The evening review is not about self-criticism. Its purpose is learning, growth, and preparation for tomorrow. By examining your reactions and decisions, you develop insight into recurring patterns, moments when stress or distraction caused impulsive choices. Recognizing these patterns allows you to anticipate them and respond differently in the future. Another element of this practice is acknowledging moments of gratitude and appreciation. Even on difficult days, identifying small victories and positive experiences balances perspective, reducing mental clutter and fostering calm before sleep. Consistency is key. Daily reflection trains the mind to observe rather than react automatically, creating a habit of mindful self-examination. Over time, this increases emotional resilience and reinforces the practices introduced earlier: morning reflection, journaling, gratitude, and mindful breathing. In essence, the evening review turns ordinary experiences into lessons for personal growth. It closes the day with awareness and purpose, leaving the mind settled and prepared for tomorrow. By embracing this simple but powerful habit, you enhance clarity, calm, and control over your life, further strengthening your daily inner peace. Part 8. Aligning actions with personal values and purpose. Final piece of cultivating daily inner calm is ensuring that your actions reflect your core values and life purpose. Stoicism emphasizes living intentionally, acting with awareness, integrity, and alignment with what truly matters. Start by clarifying your personal values. What qualities do you aspire to embody? Courage, honesty, patience, compassion, discipline. These principles become your compass for daily decisions. When your choices align with your values, you experience harmony between your inner and outer life, which is essential for sustained calm. Living purposefully also means prioritizing meaningful actions over fleeting distractions. It requires conscious attention to how you spend your time, energy, and focus. Ask yourself, does this choice reflect my values and long-term purpose? If yes, act with full presence. If no, consider redirecting your efforts. Stoics also remind us that adversity tests our values. Challenges provide opportunities to live with integrity, patience, and resilience. Responding to life in accordance with your principles strengthens inner calm because you are guided by reason rather than impulsive emotion. A practical daily habit is to set intentions each morning based on your values and review them at night. Celebrate moments when you acted with purpose and reflect on opportunities for improvement. This feedback loop fosters personal growth and reinforces the inner peace that comes from integrity. Ultimately, aligning actions with values transforms ordinary days into meaningful practice. Your inner calm is no longer dependent on external events, but anchored in the certainty of living according to your principles. By embracing this final step, you complete a daily routine of Stoic practices that consistently nurture resilience, clarity, and serenity in every aspect of life. Daily Stoic practices. From morning reflection to aligning actions with values, create a structured path to inner calm and clarity. By observing your thoughts, embracing challenges, and living intentionally, you train your mind to respond wisely instead of reacting impulsively. If any of these practices resonated with you, share your experiences in the comments. Your insights may inspire someone else on their journey. And if you wish to continue strengthening your inner calm, consider subscribing and sharing this video. Together, we can cultivate steadiness, awareness, and serenity, one intentional step at a time, building a life of resilience and peace.